Hey, how's everybody doing? I was born in 1970, so my parents being hippies, I was exposed to Cheech and Chong, the comedy duo that tend to smoke a lot of weed and get really messed up all the time.
Hijo de la chingada. Is that a joint, man?
I discovered that Chong liked to play guitar, and he had this guitar called the Sweet Leaf guitar. So when the pandemic hit, I decided, what, I'm going to make my own handmade personal guitars. So I decided I wanted to replicate this guitar. So this is my process of how I made my Sweet Leaf guitar. Hey everybody, how's it going? Sweet Leaf Chong Sweet Leaf guitar is in the drawing phase. And this is how I start all my builds. I do a sketch of what the body of the guitar would be like, and then some of the hardware. And I'm going to recycle this neck and cut it down to what I need to. But that's basically the shape, and it's going to be cool. I'm going to use actually green glitter paint for this one, and it's going to be cool. And then I'm going to draw the veins with paint also. And yeah, it's going to be cool. This is not the pickup I'm going to use. I'm actually going to use a pickup like on the original guitar. It's actually a green colored pickup that he used on that original. So, there you go. Just wanted to give you a quick update. The Chong guitar Sweet Leaf. And it's going to be cool. And this jack's going to be like a Strat input. It's going to be like one of those inputs right there. And this is going to be one silver volume knob. I haven't decided whether I'm going to use like a volume, just a straight volume like he did on the original, or a Strat style volume knob, kind of like this one right here. It's it's like a top hat. It's kind of like a Strat style, but it's in chrome. And I'll probably use that, and I think that'll look cooler. And he uses a black pickup ring. I might go with the chrome pickup ring, and then a chrome logo with my logo, of course. That way it all kinds of stays, and then the rest of the hardware chrome. So just want to give you a quick update, and this one's going to be epic, so keep following this page to see all the updates on this guitar. And there you go. It's going to be cool. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, how's everybody doing? I got a rough cut of the Sweet Leaf Chong guitar finished. Yeah, that's just a rough cut. I'm gonna put a beveled edge on the top and the bottom, and draw the cavities. But yeah, this took a while, but finally got it done. Anyway, just wanted to give you a quick update on the Chong Sweet Leaf guitar. Hey everyone, another quick update on the Pot Leaf Sweet Leaf guitar. I got the neck installed and working out all the edges and making it. Now I'm going to drill a hole for the pickup, and then I'm going to put the input jack selector switch, and then the volume knob, the single volume knob. And the bridge is more or less set, and the bridge is going to be screw-in, so all I have to do is set a ground wire for that, and that should be it. This wiring on this guitar is going to be fairly simplistic, so it's looking pretty good so far. Can't wait to get some some body filler and everything, and make everything perfect. And the top register frets are going to be, easy to get to, as far as you'll have to go over the top. You won't be able to, your hand won't be able to slide actually inside. But yeah, it's looking good. Just wanted to give you a quick update. Yeah, I'm going to cut the hole for the single double humbucker pickup that's going to be going in this guitar. But real quick, just wanted to show you progress so far today. What I do on Christmas Eve. I make pot leaf guitars. Anyway, we'll talk to you soon. Hey, another quick update on the Sweet Leaf guitar. I cut out the hole for the pickup, and I just want to show you that. It went pretty smooth. And I got the hole for the pedometer, and now I'm going to cut open the hole for the input jack, the one that's on the Strat, and we'll be right back, and I'll show you the results of that. Hey, what's going on? I just want to do another quick video clip. Got all the routing done. I got the pickup and hole installed, pedometer hole, the input jack, the ground goes through all the way to the back, and I'm going to clean all this up and strengthen all these extra pieces, and then we're going to go to the glue phase and then glue it all together, and then that's when all the fun starts, and I'll start to seal everything and get everything looking good. But yeah, I just wanted to give a quick video showing you that. It's a pretty simple route on this one. And these are just extra holes that were in the wood, and I'll fill them, or maybe I'll leave them just to make it kind of lighter. This isn't that extremely heavy, but I do want it to have a little bit of weight to it. That way, when the headstock's on, it doesn't do any kind of neck dive. But that's how the body looks prior to the two pieces being glued together. Just the pedometer, the input jack, ground, and then the pickup, and then one volume. So I still got a low battery. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Today is December 26th, 2021. Only got a few days left in this year. Just a quick video clip update of the Sweet Leaf guitar. I've got everything ready and everything set, and as far as the body, I got everything done. I've got the first few layers of wood filler on the back and the sides, and the top I haven't got any wood filler, but I do got the body filler, just all the imperfections. But I just wanted to show you real quick how good it's coming along. Let me pick this up and turn it over for you. Yeah, and as you can see in the back, this is what the if you followed my page here, you'll see the steps that I take and this is the I guess the ugly phase to where I still got to put a few more layers on here, because you can see there's still some valleys that I got to fill. With this wood that I use, sometimes it's kind of rough and coarse, and sometimes I have to get in here and I have to fill all these in to make it look perfect. But I'm going to use the glitter paint on here, so it's going to be a textured paint on this body, so it's not going to show as much. But you know, I'm always aiming for perfection. But I just wanted to show you the back. Yeah, it's turning out really good. I'm really liking the shape. Not that I don't smoke. I did when I was younger, of course, not like, you know, a lot, but you know, typical teenager. But I just like the shape of the guitar, and Tommy Chong is definitely one of my favorites from back in the day. So to each his own. I mean, if you like that kind of thing, that's works for you. It's good. Because my sister used to do medicinal marijuana. So, but just now that I'm older, you know, it's just to get inebriated. It's not really that important anymore. But let me see if I can turn this around and show you some better angles of it. The wood grain, or the wood filler stage. This is pretty cool. And I'm going to use one of the Screamer pickups on this, the green Screamer, Dragonfire Screamer pickup, so it should sound awesome. I'm going to order that here in the next day or so. And it's going to be green. It's going to match the Tommy Chong guitar, the original. But just think about going with an active pickup and then painting the EMG green. But I think I'm just going to go with the Screamer passive pickup configuration. Can always upgrade. But I just wanted to show you how good it's turning out. Yep. And the bolt-on neck. And let me see, I might be able to, just to give you a rough look of what it looks like with the neck in there. Might be able to do it by one hand. Let's see, you gotta be kind of gentle, because this is just set. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I got it. When I do these custom guitars, I do make the pocket very exact and precise when it fits in the pocket of the guitar. So I just wanted to show you basically what it looked like with the neck on. And as you can see, the neck is a very tight fit, which I love. So let me see if I can do this by hand on one end and go ahead and show you the neck. Yeah. So, and I'll dial this in, of course, when I get it all set up and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick brief of what it looks like with the neck installed. And the neck I'm gonna do like the Tommy Chong. He cuts away the half circle on the old style, or the newer style Fender neck shape. But this is the wider one, but I'm still gonna do the cutaway. And this is gonna be green, sparkle green with my logo, of course. And just wanted to show you how cool it's looking. This one gonna be one cool guitar. Yeah, need more room to work here. But just a real quick update on what it's looking like right now. But anyway, it's a little long-winded, but yeah, this is gonna be cool. It's gonna be very difficult to paint. Hey everybody, just want to give a quick update on the Tommy Chong Sweetleaf guitar. Alright, I spent about 4 to 6 hours, probably about 6 hours, I'm thinking, sanding. I got the first sections done. I still got 4 more tiers to go, but I sanded these bottom 3 tiers. Like I said, it took a while, but I want to show you the difference. I'm showing you indoors. I'll show you an outdoor video here coming up pretty soon. But let me show you how well the sanding process actually makes the guitar, transforms it from the ugly stage into the smooth stage, which is good. And see, I did all the backs, but I still got, like I said, I got to do the sides on these 4 top tiers and inside here. But I was able to do the 3s and the backs. It's been a progress so far. But we'll see a little bit. Hey, how's everyone doing? All right, I've got all the layers of wood filler on the complete body guitar, and I'm getting ready to start the sanding phase. I just wanted to show you real quick what it looks like prior to sanding. I got a lot of layers caked up on there. I think I probably have about 7 to 8 layers. Let me see. And it's had time to cure, so it's nice and hard. So when I sand it, theoretically, it's going to make it perfectly smooth and ready for primer coats. But just wanted to show you real quick before I start sanding where we're at. You can see once this gets sanded, I wish I could do like a rotating before and after photo. And it's a little overcast today. Hopefully it doesn't rain on me. It starts to drizzle or anything, I'm gonna call it a day, but I just wanted to show you how we're looking prior to sanding. Alright. Get up close. Alright. Tommy Chong Sweetleaf guitar. Sanding begins. Hey, I do another quick update on the Sweetleaf guitar. I got the sanding complete. It's taken a while, but it's looking good. Just wanted to show you how it looks after the ugly phase is complete. These little spots, it's a little overcast, and there's a few drops in the air, and kind of sucks, but it's Florida weather for you. But as long as it doesn't rain too much, I'll have to run inside. But let me flip this over. It's part sunny, part drop rain here and there. And then we got our squirrels that my people that I live with feed. And everywhere. Squirrels, squirrels, squirrels. So, anyway, sorry about that. Let me show you the guitar. Squirrels are cute until they become a pest, and then they're not so cute anymore. Because you're trying to do something and they're everywhere. But anyway, I digress. Alright, just want to show you. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw the neck in. Put the neck on. And then set the bridge. Once I get the bridge where I'm comfortable with how the bridge is, then I'll take the bridge off and then put the anchor on and then start with the primer coats. And anyway, alright, we'll see you in a bit. Hey everyone, here's another update on the Sweet Leaf guitar. All the sanding has been completed and it is looking good. It's taken a while, but I got it all smoothed out. All the wood filler is sanded smooth, and I'm ready to put on the guitar neck and then have it, so, you know, make sure the neck pocket is good and make sure the neck is lined up correctly with everything. Flip this over here. Yeah, it turned out really good. I'm really pleased. I can't wait to see what this thing is going to look like when it's painted. Just a real quick update on that, by the way. This is the paint I'm going to use. This is going to be the main coat of paint. Prior to this, I'm going to actually paint it this green color, and then I'm going to put the glitter paint over that. And this is going to serve as a primer because this is paint and primer. So once I get everything set and weather permits, because it's a little rainy out there today, I'm going to seal the wood filler with the one paint and then have that cure real well. And then we'll get the ball rolling. And then after that, I'll do a clear coat over the glitter paint to set the glitter paint, because the glitter paint's texture paint, as I've said before. And then start to assemble. And I still got to work on the neck, get the neck headstock shape and paint and everything. But anyway, just want a quick update. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Hey, how's everybody doing? Just a quick update on the Tommy Chong guitar. I'm doing the fret work. So what I do is I do the leveling, crowning, and then the polishing of the frets. Right now I'm in the actual crowning part, and I use the StuMac Z-file. It has the crowning blade on both sides, so you do both sides at once. And this is just an example of, I've already leveled the frets, and when you level them, you know, you get your rocker and then you check all your level. This particular neck was recycled and it had a couple string divots, but I was able to get them out, as you can see with the close-up. And then once you level with your leveling beam, first you make sure that the neck is straight, and you use, you adjust accordingly to make sure that the neck is straight. And the way you would do that is on your beam would be perfectly lined up. I'm doing one-handed here, so I can't show you exactly, but and then once that's figured, then you can actually go through and then check the high spots. And I'm sure this neck had never been, looking at it, never been leveled, crowned, and polished. So then you take your leveling beam and you go back and forth, trying to take as least amount of material as possible. Then once you do that and everything checks out, you go through with your rocker, and it's got the different spots all the way up the neck. And then what you do is you take your Z-file. This is what I do. And then you rest it on the fret. Let me show you. Let me try to do one fret here while I got the camera. Let's see if I can do this at the same time, which you should be able to. Make sure it's the right way. Okay, there's two sides. These are for the finer frets, and then I've marked it for the fatter frets on top. And what you do is once you mark it, you highlight it with your marker, and you highlight all the frets. And let me do one fret to show you. Now see, these frets already been done, and you want the similar mark left. You see how that's been crowned? Because it was started out as flat. When I flatten the frets to level all the frets as opposed to each other, and what you do is you get your crowning file. And there's so many different ways of doing this process, but this is the process that I use. And you line it up on the fret, and then you just go back and forth. And let me do it. And you're not putting a whole lot of pressure, but you're putting enough pressure to where you're actually cutting into the fret. And you know, you try to go all the way to the front and to the back of the fret without putting too much pressure on the top or the bottom, because then you could actually make it like a triangle, and that's not what you want. So there you go. I think that should be good. Even pressure, and then we'll check it. And you see how I put a crown on the fret. Because I had the camera, I gotta put a little bit more crown on the bottom here, but it should be an even line straight across, and all the lines should be basically the same. And I'll do that with all the frets, and then I'll go through and I'll sand. I use the sanding method, the sandpaper method. I start with 800 grit and work my way up to 1200, 15,000, 12,000, 15,000. I go from 800 to 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, 12,000, and 15,000 grits. A lot of people just use the simpler way and just not, it doesn't actually round the fret, because when you're putting somewhat of a triangle on the fret when you crown the fret. See how it's in the triangle shape? When you go through the sandpapers, you put it back round, and you want a roundness on the fret. And when people do the polishing technique, when they just use like a Dremel tool and they just polish it, they don't actually round the fret, they just polish the fret. So that's why I use the sandpaper, because I actually round the fret and it plays better, and I just enjoy the way it plays. And you know, I've been doing this a long time. I've probably done 150 of these fret jobs. So that's just the way I did it. Just real quick, just a brief the process of the Tommy Chong pot leaf guitar on the fretboard. So, alright, we'll see you soon. I'll show you when I'm done sanding it, the difference, how it looks, and the polish, and I'll take some pictures. But anyway, we'll see you soon. Hey, how's everybody doing? Another update on Tommy Chong pot leaf guitar. Okay, I'm doing the actual polishing, and what I'm doing is I'm rounding over the frets. Started with 800, I went to 1,000 paper, and just to show you an example of how I do it, I'll try to do it with one hand. I start with the corner of my thumb on the side, well, the left side of the fret, and I go up and down, and I do it about maybe 10-11 times. And next fret, about 10-11 times with this grit. Okay, then I do the same thing all the way up the frets on the left side of the frets. Then I switch hands, and then I do on the left side of the frets, I do the same thing. I take the corner of the sandpaper and I catch the side, the right side of the fret, and I do the same thing. With this sandpaper grit, I do about 10-11 strokes. So I'm counting in my head, and I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the next fret. Okay, then once I do that all the way down, then what I'll do is I'll do the tops of the frets, and I'll go from left to right, just at a gradual pace. And what I'm doing is I'm concentrating on hitting the top of the frets. Then once I do that, then what I'll do is I usually fold the sandpaper, and I usually unfold it, and then I'll go from side to side. I do both from side to side until I get to the high grit paper, and then I just go back and forth, up and down, and then I go side to side on the frets. And I usually do that, I don't know, about a couple minutes, and side to side, and then go to the next grit, the sandpaper, and then I'll do the same thing. starting a left and right, then the center, then up and down, then side to side. And then I keep doing that until I get the highest frets. And right now I'll show you, I've only done the two sandpapers, and you could already see it's already started to level the fret, make it round. And when I go up the higher sandpaper grits, it's gonna make them real shiny. And I'll update again when I get to that point. See you in a minute. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Just a quick update. Finished with the frets, and finished polishing them, sanding them, polishing them, and I just wanted to show you real quick. Before I take tape off, I'll take the tape off and I'll make another video. I want to show you how shiny they came. See, that just takes a lot of sanding. If that'll focus. Anyway, let me take all the tape off and I'll be right back. Alright, back in. Fretboard complete. And let me show you how it turned out. And I will treat this rosewood with some lemon oil and some actual fretboard treatment, which I use. Let me show you what I use. I use Feed and Wax, Howard's, and this is the beeswax. And I'll actually apply this, saturate it, and I'm gonna wipe off the excess and do that several times before I put the strings on the guitar. This is a ways off. But this makes, conditions the fretboard, and it makes it real shiny, and it makes it really nice. It feels nice on the hands, and it preserves it and seals it, so it's good. So I just want to show you real quick. Okay. And this neck's actually pretty good. I did fill all the prior holes, because when I drill the new holes, you know, I want a fresh start, and I don't want it going into any other holes. And this neck was actually pretty good. It didn't have any dings on the back at all. And it looks like it's a C-shaped neck, so it's really super thin, and it'll play really well. Next step will be to actually reshape the headstock. Like I said, I'm going to cut the shape like the Tommy Chong, just a half circle out of there, and then tape it off, and then start for paint. And I'm going to want to do this painting first, that way it gets plenty of time to cure before I apply my logo. And then once I apply my logo, then I'll do the clear coat and everything like that, but we'll get to that point. But there you go. Looks good. Just let me show you a close-up of the frets. And you can see how they're rounded now, to where if you didn't do like I did with the sandpaper, they wouldn't be round, they'd be more triangular shape. And one thing I did forget to mention, I did, as always, I did round the fret ends, and I got, you know, you can get this from StuMac too. StuMac's got a lot of good products. I wish I could be an endorser of StuMac, but yeah, this particular file here, I'm gonna get it as close as I can to the camera. One end is round and one end is square. So when you go to file the fret ends, you go with the square side first, and you still have to be careful, but you round off the end, and then you can flip it over and it's got the round end to where you take off the nub, and it, you know, it takes off all the burrs and it makes it play really well. But yeah, it's StuMac file. I'm not sure what they call it. It's written here on there. We'll get close enough to where let's see what the file is called. You can go on the StuMac website and find these files, and it makes it really nice, and no sharp edges, which is good. This guitar will play really, really well. So there we go. We'll see you on the next step. Hey, just another quick video update on the Sweet Leaf guitar build. Got the headstock shaped the way I want it, and I sanded. So taping it up, gonna tape it all up and getting ready to paint it green with the primer coat, and I got the body all nice and smooth. Let me show you that real quick. And I got it on the hanger. All right, now it's looking good. I mean, it turned out really good, as you can see. And I'll take another video when I'm outside. It's a little rainy today, so I'm probably not going to get to paint it today. But I just wanted to show you real quick how smooth everything turned out. Yeah, it's nice. Of course, it always looks really ugly when you first put the wood filler on there. And then when you get to the stage where you sand everything out prior to painting, it just looks awesome. And hopefully soon I'll put the base coats of green on there, and the primer and the base coats of green, and then we'll go with the glitter and then the clear, and then we'll put this thing together, and then I actually paint the veins after everything is dried. Still haven't decided whether I want to paint the veins a darker green or black. Same thing with the headstock. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the chrome logo or the black logo. But we'll see how the paint turns out. But we'll see on the next step. Alright, looking good. Alright, got her all taped up, ready for paint. Alrighty. We'll see you in a sec. Hey, how you doing? Base coat of green is on, base coat and primer. And we're going to let this dry a couple days. I just wanted to show you. And I'm going to take off the tape, of course, here in about a minute or so. I've got tape on there. But I just wanted to show you basically what the color is going to be as far as the base coat. I mean, this is going to get the glitter paint. So, and then a clear coat over the top. So, it'll change the color slightly. It'll be very shiny and reflective. But, there we go. Looks good. Alright, we'll see you in a little while. Alright, got the base and the primer coat of green on the headstock. Looking pretty sweet. Can't wait to put the glitter paint on there. And then glitter paint logo and then clear. So, but that's just basically how it looks, just with the base coat of green. Anyway, there we go. Pretty cool. Alright, another update. Getting ready to do some base coats. I got a little break in the weather, so I can do some painting today. Thank God. Alright, so I'm going to blow it off real good. Got my blower, any residual dust, and then we're going to go with the green base coats and then let that dry for a couple days. Okay, I'll check back with you after I get a coat or two on here. Alright, fingers crossed. Alright, got the first coat on. Looking good so far. Weather's holding out. It looks pretty cool. Green is definitely the color of this guitar. Anyway, first coat. Let it flash for 10 minutes. And then put another coat. I'm gonna try to get as many coats as I can today. This is just the base color. Like I keep saying, I'm gonna do the glitter paint over it, but for right now, just the base coat. I want to have this on there so it can cure for a couple days before I put the glitter and the clear. So anyway, just wanted to show you, looking good. Looking pretty cool. Alright, it's definitely pot leaf. We'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, just checking back in with you. I got about 3 coats on there now of the base coat, and it's looking pretty good. Weather's holding out, but it's iffy. But the green's going on there, and it's starting to take shape now. The color makes the difference. I'll probably try to put about 2 more base coat color, 2 more of this color on there, 2 more coats, and you let it flash off 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It seems like it's a little wet outside in between coats. But yeah, it's turning out really cool. I can't wait to see what the glitter does to it. But that'll be in 2-3 days. Probably 2 days, 3 days, depending on the weather. I'm going to make sure that this cures really well so it doesn't react to the glitter. But I'll check back in with you after I finish the coats, and then probably on the inside it's already it's working on getting a little bit. It's overcast, so we'll talk to you in a little bit. Hey, how's everybody doing? Another quick update for you. Yeah, I got the paint curing. I did all the touch-ups today. So this is just the base coat. Of course, I'm gonna do the glitter paint. I just wanted to show you how good it looks. It does look amazing. Yeah, I did all the touch-ups on the insides where I couldn't get with the spray paint, so I actually hand brushed it and it looks good. So, and then wherever the paint was actually thinner, I actually touched it up, so it looks pretty good. And I'm gonna let this cure for another day or so. And I actually ordered another can of the glitter paint. This is the only can I got, and I was thinking I should have a second on hand in case this fails, because sometimes my experience with the glitter paint, these nozzles, for some reason it's like a 50-50. Sometimes it sprays really well and it comes out really good, but for some reason some cans it just blocks up, and then you have to clean it constantly. And when you spray it, like I said, this is a textured paint, and I don't know if anybody's had any experience with the Rust-Oleum glitter paint. It's a really cool effect. Like I've said, I've done different guitars with this same effect. The blue there, I've used this pearl glitter paint there, and then the gray glitter paint, and I've still got a couple cans of the blue. But yeah, it's a really cool effect. But unfortunately, these cans are kind of intermittent, so waiting on the second can of that to come, just as a backup, because hate to start spraying the body and the headstock and then have the can malfunction or clog up on me and not have a backup. I think one can should probably do it. We're gonna do the one can, but it's good to have two cans, and I can always do 2 cans worth, light coats, and then letting the coats flash every 10-15 minutes or so. And then actually, when I'm done with that, I do have 6 cans of the clear sealer, which is specific for that particular, right here. And I'm gonna spray this on there, and this is the clear sealer. And this will, because like I said before over and over again, this is a textured paint. It's very textured. When you spray it, the glitter, you can actually feel the bump. Hey everyone, just another update on the Sweet Leaf guitar. The time for the glitter paint has come.